Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday, January the 28th. We got a short 5-game schedule today. Not the prettiest of cards, but as usual, we're going to break every single game down, see if we can come up with some winning plays. The NFL guys dominating everyone's interest today. Bettors, fans, everyone pretty much, rightfully so. NFC, AFC championship games in the NFL. But we're here to talk hoops, guys, so let's do just that. Check out today's action, guys, see if we can make some money. Let's go. Alright, first we got the OKC Thunder in Detroit taking on the Pistons. The Thunder guys red hot 5-game winning streak, tops in the Western Conference guys after Minnesota's loss yesterday to the Spurs. The Thunder with a half-game lead now, alone, first place in the Western Conference. Great start for the Thunder, no injuries to report here either. They'll be coming in to this game healthy and with a lot of momentum. The Pistons guys want to win their last 5. They're coming off a very bad loss last night to the Washington Wizards by 14. Detroit, good thing for them, they are at full strength. They recently did get Cade Cunningham back, so that is a positive. Monte Morris is also playing. Team completely healthy and at full strength. But losing, guys, just 5-40 on the year. Taking a look at the head-to-head matchup between these two teams, guys. Detroit usually is competitive. The first matchup between these two teams, they lost by 12 in Oklahoma City. Last year they split, and the one game that the OKC Thunder won, they won it just by a point. Detroit, guys, for some reason, tends to play well against the Thunder. And if you look at the recent games overall, they did play the Milwaukee Bucks in a couple straight little mini-series in Detroit. They lost both the games, were competitive in both, covered the spread in both those games. Before that, just a 7-point loss to Minnesota. So they kind of tend to show up, guys, against the elite teams. So I know this is a very tough game to handicap, guys. My mind is telling me that the Thunder is the right side, but my gut is telling me Detroit plus the points. I'm going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to take Detroit with the plus 12.5. Just going to put one star, though, behind this play. All right, our next game, we got the Memphis Grizzlies in Indiana taking on the Pacers. The Grizzlies, 3 straight wins. Very impressive, guys. Despite the long list of injuries, Taylor Jenkins has his squad playing hard, and that has resulted in some W's. Players, guys, we've never heard of, been stepping in, trying to find a future in the NBA. So far, it's been going pretty well for them. The injury report, guys, is too long to go in there and mention everyone that is missing for the Grizzlies. The Indiana Pacers, 2 straight wins, 2 very impressive wins, guys, in their last 2 games. Beat both the Philadelphia 76ers and the Phoenix Suns in their last one. 2-game winning streak. Despite being without Tyrese Halliburton, the team is still racking up some W's. Tonight, 9-point favorites here. I had them favored by 7. Line is a bit high, guys. I do want to take the Pacers here. My lean is on Indiana, just for the fact that I think that Memphis won't be able to keep up with Indiana's scoring. Memphis has been playing defense, but just Indiana, guys, the run and gun basketball, I think, will be a little too much for the Grizzlies. I can't really lay the 9 with Indiana, even though my lean is there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a team total play here on Memphis under the points, under 109.5. They failed to score over 109 points the last 5 games. They've been winning pretty much just on their defense. Gave up only 106 against Orlando, 96 against Miami, and 100 against Toronto. But like I mentioned, guys, Indiana, run and gun basketball, they score the ball at a much higher and easier clip than the teams that I just mentioned. So we're going to look for Memphis, guys, to not be able to keep up. This number is a little high, I think. Let's go under the team total here, 109.5 points. All right, up next, we got the Toronto Raptors in Atlanta taking on the trashy-ass Hawks. The Raptors, 4 straight losses, guys. Downtrending, not playing well. Emmanuel Quickley, the player recently borrowed from New York, not expected to play tonight with a quadriceps injury. Jakob Poeltl, the starting center, has been out for a while now. Both not expected to play. The Raptors, guys, like we've talked about in previous videos, don't know how much their mind is into winning ball games. Masai Ujiri, the general manager, has said that he's not done making trades. This could be in the back of the players' minds, guys. Like we said, maybe not as focused as they should be. The Atlanta Hawks, 4 straight losses for them. The worst ATS team in the league, guys, coming off a 5-point loss to the Mavs, where they gave up 73 points to Luka Doncic. Atlanta, guys, this is the trashy-ass Hawks. I think there's no better name for this team. Personally, guys, they're on my blacklist. I don't bet on their games. But in this spot, guys, even though, like I said, Toronto, things are not looking that great on their side, I can't lay 6.5 with Atlanta, guys. I'm going to take Toronto here with the plus 6.5, just 1 star, though. Like I said, I don't bet on Atlanta Hawks games. But if I had to go with a side here, I take Toronto plus the points. All right, next game, we got my Phoenix Suns in Orlando taking on the Magic. Phoenix, guys, got their 8-game winning streak snapped in Indiana. Last game, lost by a bucket, a game that they controlled pretty much throughout. Couldn't hold on at the end, guys. Indiana made a late push, ended up squeezing out a 2-point win. Bad news, guys, from that game. Yusuf Nurkic, starting center, and Bradley Beal, both listed as questionable tonight. Bradley Beal broke his nose, reportedly broke his nose. Usually, guys, with these types of injuries, players do tend to play, don't miss any time. He might put on a mask or something and end up playing. But as of now, he is listed as questionable. Yusuf Nurkic, I think, is more likely to miss. He suffered a left thumb sprain. So I'm guessing Nurkic sits. I'm guessing Beal plays. But as of now, guys, both players listed as questionable. The Orlando Magic, guys, 1 win in their last 5. The team has been on a free fall. They've been downtrending. And in the last game, guys, against a depleted Memphis team, couldn't even win that game. 6-point favorites on the road, 6.5-point favorites, ended up losing straight up by a point. Tonight, pretty much going to be at full strength, other than Gary Harris, who has been injury prone this year, not expected to play. Now, guys, 1.5 points. I don't know, guys. Phoenix is my team. I watch every single one of their games. This doesn't look like a good spot for them, guys. I'm actually going to take Orlando here with the plus 1.5. I don't think I'm going to be betting on it. I can't bet against my team, guys, but I think Orlando is the right side. What I'm going to do here, at the moment, I was looking at some player prop bets. I'm thinking if Bradley Beal doesn't play, or if he's not 100%, I think Grayson Allen might have a big game. As of now, there's no number out for his point total. I'm going to be looking at a Grayson Allen prop bet. If it's around 15, 16 points, I'll probably take him over the number. But the official play, guys, on the side here, Orlando plus 1.5. And our last game of the night, we got the Chicago Bulls in Portland taking on the Blazers. The Bulls, 2 wins in their last 5 games. They're going to be wrapping up a little West Coast trip with their game tonight in Portland. Dropped the first 2 to Phoenix and the Lakers. Unfortunate, guys, in Phoenix, 2-point loss. They could have easily won that game against the Lakers. It was a wire-to-wire loss, but a 9-point loss nevertheless. Pretty respectable for the Bulls, who have been playing pretty good basketball overall. Patrick Williams, a new player on the injury report, not expected to play tonight for the Bulls. The Blazers, guys, 2 wins in their last 5. They're coming back from a road trip. 16-point loss in the last game of that trip to the San Antonio Spurs. The bad news, guys, is the injury report is stacked once again for Portland. We see Anthony Simons, Jabari Walker, Jeremy Grant, Malcolm Brogdon, Scoot Henderson, all listed as questionable. We don't know if the status of any of these players. But even if they do play, guys, they are going to be banged up. Now, in this ball game, guys, I can't lay the 7 with Chicago. I can't take the plus 7 with Portland. This is just too tough a number, guys, to pick a side here. What I am going to do is play the spot in this game. The spot, guys, is telling me Chicago, last game of a trip. Portland first came back from a road trip. Usually a very bad spot for both teams. I expect an ugly, ugly game here. So what I did do is I looked at the total and I saw it at 218.5. And I'm going to take an underplay here, guys. I'm going to take an under 218.5. And I'm actually going to put 3 stars behind this play. I think it has a really high probability of hitting here. I think we're going to have one of the uglier games of the season in this matchup tonight. Let's go with the under point total, 218.5. And this is what I got for you guys today on this Sunday, January the 28th, and this ugly 5-game card. We went over each of the games, guys, but out of all these games, the only one I'm going to be putting my money on is going to be on the Chicago-Portland under. I'm going to bet the spot there, guys. Chicago, last game of a trip, not a good spot. Players anxious to get back home, even though I think they're only going to be back for a day, a game that is. And Portland first came back from a trip. They're all banged up. I think we're going to have a really, really ugly game there. Low scoring. I'm going to take the under play there with confidence. On the NFL, guys, I'm going to be taking Baltimore minus the points, and I'm also going to be looking to take an under play in the San Francisco-Detroit game. That's going to be my action for today, guys. I think I'm going to have just 3 bets, those 2 bets in the NFL, and I'm going to take the under on the Chicago-Portland game. At the end of the day, guys, remember, trust your gut, bet what you like. That way, when you win, you feel a lot better, and when you lose, you don't have to blame anyone else. I'm here, guys, to just give you my information, tell you guys what I'm betting on. At the end of the day, it's your final decision what you put your hard-earned money on. Remember that, and always bet responsibly. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video right here, guys. Good luck on your plays. Enjoy your Sunday. Lots of action tonight, guys. NFL, basketball. I'll see you all again in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Later.